Welcome to dsharp tap training. One more time. Today we're going to, it occurred to me that I should probably show you the graphic again for the traveling time steps, since we haven't had a lot of chance to do that except for the first time I showed you. So the first thing I'm going to do, we're going to work on the traveling time step again, and I'm just going to bring this graphic closer to you. Hope you can see it. And I'm going to count it off. I'm going to do the traveling time steps and count, because I haven't counted the last couple of times. Okay, so you can pause it, and if you want to write it down, if you need to do it that way. There are 3 ways people learn tap: by the sound, by calling out the steps, and by watching someone do it. So watching someone do it, listening to the sounds, and calling out the names of the steps. Okay. Maybe all 3 of those, or 1 or 2. So we're going to count it out, and it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6, 7 and 8 and. That's the single traveling time step. Okay. Here we go. 5, 6, 7 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6. 7 and 8 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6, 7 and 8 and. So it ends on an and after the 8. Okay, let's do that again slowly. 5, 6, 7 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6, 7 and 8 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6, 7 and 8 and. Now the double has 5, 6, 7 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and. Okay? Now on this graphic, you see where the square is, right there. That's where the change. This is the single. That's a step. Okay? Step behind. That's when you go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6, 7. Okay? So that's the 7, and you step behind. That's where the difference is between the single, the double, and the triple. So on that 7, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6, 7, okay, or and 7, okay, or the triple, how would that be counted? 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and a 7 and 8 and a 7. So you have 1, start over, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6, 7, or and 7, or and a 7. Okay, that all happens right here. Right there on that 7th count. And on the other side we have 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6, 7 and 8 and. So that 7 is going to be a single for 7, or a back flap, and 7 for a double, or for a triple, and a 7 shuffle step. Okay? Alright. Now you can make this traveling time step even more complex if you want to try it. You can, instead of going shuffle step, you can go, instead of shuffle step, you can go brush heel, flap. So it would go like this. Let's see, let's do it one way. So practice that. Shuffle step, shuffle step, shuffle step. Now we're going to put the heel down. Okay, good. But now I'm going to do it one time without putting the heel down, and one time with putting the heel down. Hear that? Now without putting the heel down. Now that's just if you want to try it. This is not an official teaching you. Well, it seems like it's turning into. But that's how complex you can make any tap step. So instead of shuffle step, which is 1 and 2, it could be 1 and da 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 da, 1 and 2, da and 2. So 1 and 2, 1 and 2, 1 and a 2, 1 and a 2, 1 and a 2, 2. So 1 and 2. Sorry, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So it's 1 and a 2 and a 3 and 4 and 5 and 6, 7. So we're back to that 7. So if you want to try it, 1 and a 2, 1 and a 2, 3, 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and a 2 and a 3 and 4 and 5 and 6, 7. Okay? That's just making it more intricate. But let's get the traveling time step down and you can come back and review this. I'll do it again on the single time step. Okay, so there we go. Now, this is the last little session on the warm-ups, okay? So remember, before you tap dance, warm up those calves so that you will be able to recover quicker and you can dance long without getting sore. Again, let's just pretend this is the end of the tap routine, the tap lesson. We have 3 minutes. We're going to stretch that right heel for 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Bend your back. 7, 8. Bounce. 9 and 10. Change sides. Stretch. You should be able to stretch that calf out a long way. It should be very warm if you've practiced for a while. Stretch it out. Bend your back. Get that extra step, extra stretch. 1, 2, 3. Stretch it. 4, 5. Back straight. Bend your back. 7, 8, 9. Bounce it. 9 and a half. 9 3/4. 10. Just do one more. A little quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bounce it. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bounce it. Shake those ankles. Shake those ankles. All right. Keep that muscle loose. Okay? Awesome. Now, if you want to get some dance leg warmers to put on your calves, that will be very helpful. That will keep your calves warm while you're practicing. Get those leg warmers. If you don't have any, go to a dance store and ask for dance leg warmers. They come right up to here. They're made out of knit, and they keep this part of the leg very warm. Very important for dancers. Goes all the way down to your ankles. Next time I'll find mine and bring them out and show you. Okay. Thank you for joining me on D-sharp tap training.